To knock everything down. Hold on. Yeah. Hello, hello. Hope everyone's having a lovely evening. Buttons, hit the buttons, hit the buttons. Okay. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a lovely evening. Hopefully that is not gonna fall. So I seen there was a new event. Like I mentioned yesterday. Oh, hold on. Crap. Okay, let's go ahead and just look at this really quickly because I forgot to turn the sound on. Ooh, okay. Wait, no, Enigma, don't do that. This is the event for Enigma because he is finally out to be summoned, and I am quite excited. So I am going to go ahead and snatch him up because why not? The Foundation is considering appointing a director of their own choosing. Does that mean he's about to get replaced? It's really giving, what is his name? White hair dude. Adela already said that they're pursuing us for, pressuring us for results. I did hear the Foundation has been quite lively lately. Oh, we did do a story for her too. Yes! I am happy. Nice. I hate the fact that I forgot to turn the sound on. Hi, Ozzy. Hello. Welcome. I wonder, does it? If I do this, nope, it doesn't do anything. Oh, come on. I can't even say hello anymore without it just casually meep. This bruh. It doesn't like greetings anymore. It does not want greetings. It doesn't want a little hello. Nothing. Okay. You have already concluded that this is meaningless. Why did you? Oh, do we get to see little Adler? Do we get to see baby Adler? Guess what? Ooh, what we guessing? Oh, I forgot he lost his sister. And size. Cannot comprehend Arcanum, thus you cannot open this. Wait, let me figure out. Enigma gets Arcanum skills? Ooh, now that would be good. 2 or 3 weeks, but cousins are coming? Ooh. That sounds interesting. That sounds actually fun, though. Hey. Mid happy face. Tis fine. Although just by observing now, you have become a new influencing factor on the core. No matter what you see, don't approach it. I love that they're practically brothers. Oh. Okay, it's the 3D that's really. I don't know how I feel about that. Peace. Okay, this reminds me of like Minesweep. I don't know if anyone has ever been on like a Windows 7, but it's kind of giving that. Okay, let me go ahead and do the right thing and turn the sound on because I done forgotten and we're just in ambiance of emptiness. But Minesweep, yes, it is giving that. You hit the wrong button and everything blows up. Okay, there we go. Hooray! Search for scrolls, claim, claim. They didn't want me to get the goods. And happy 4th of July, I guess. Oh yeah, happy 4th of July, yes. I never celebrate holidays, so I always forget which holidays are when. Oh, come on! Now they're mad that I don't celebrate holidays. Okay, I get it. I understand. Sorry, I'm just not built like that. Okay, let's get on to it. I'm really curious to see what the story is for Adler here. Guess my birthday? Is it in August? Probably not. A silent afternoon, Enigma sits at his desk, trying to picture a field of grass. But something else always pushes it away, its way in. Something bitter, something that tastes of fresh coffee. No, beep. Oh, come on, the beeps are just haunting me at this point. Oh, okay, wait. A longer POA, practically.
Peter Hoffmann.
I can't even read. Says the name quietly.
Diejenigen, die nicht vom Sturm
How did we get here? Those who are overtaken by the storm.
Wohin gehen sie, wenn sie sterben?
Where do they go when they die?
Ich möchte
I
es selbst
don't.
überprüfen.
I'd like to verify it for myself. Let's maybe not do that, sir. Sir, we just started. This is the first part of the chapter. Hello. Okay. Wow, that's a way to start. Hello, Eriko. Welcome. Oh, that's one way to
Never
start.
afraid of sacrifice, she followed her own path,
That is a crazy way to start.
and her fearlessness and perseverance ultimately.
I feel like he's still
Miss
here.
Marcus.
Let me have to figure out. He's immortal. And the German. German. The brain ain't there. Yes, the lovely German man.
Oh,
Birthday is not
You've
in
arrived.
August. POV, it's in July. The young investigator lowers her head. A moment later, she manages a slightly easier expression.
it's good to see you, Miss Semmelweis.
Is it September? I don't know. Semmelweis glances at the papers in Marcus's hand. They are crumpled, and near where the ink has smeared, new letters have been neatly filled in.
Relax. Everything will go smoothly.
Soft sequel to chapter 7. If you want to call it soft, I guess so. I'm assuming so. It definitely seems like it. She is dressing all
Where
fancy.
Are the others?
That's a good question. She looks like she's Robin Hood. Is it Robin
The
Hood?
foundation's memorial ceremony has already ended. It
I'm not
was
too sure.
solemn.
I don't know what
Almost
your
everyone came to express their
birthday is.
condolences. They just all had to get back to their work.
Well, at least this cemetery will always remain open.
Probably.
I was more so wondering about those colleagues you're familiar with. Miss Kakanya, for example. I thought she'd be accompanying you.
By the way, should I mention the spoilers? I'm not too sure. Only because some folks that's watching probably wouldn't like spoilers, but as long as as long as it's not too big of spoilers, I think it'll be all right. I'm not too sure, Ozzy. I'm not too sure when your birthday is. Have you already told me before? You probably have, and I've done forgotten again.
She had to go through a few more rounds of inquiries, so she couldn't make it. She did send a bouquet of flowers, though. It was just like the one you brought.
Hey, what's
A
being
beautifully
spoiled?
arranged bouquet of white chrysanthemums.
I'm not too sure. Semmelweis nods and surveys the figures scattered around them. Oh, it's December. Okay, cool. You're in the winter, in the winter month. Spoilers for chapter 7. All of Priesthood Protocol in chapter 10. Oh. Is there a trailer for what they have for chapter 7 and through chapter 10? Because we could probably look at it. It's in the 20s. Yeah, I don't know, 22nd? Question mark? POV is Christmas? I don't even know what day is Christmas.
And Enigma? Where's he gone off to?
The
Weren't
unknown!
they each other's only family? I heard he was the one who pushed for the Hoffman Knot name. Rather admirable, if you ask me. But now, at that very sister's funeral, our Mr. Adler is nowhere to be found.
I feel like he's that one lone wolf that always goes to like funerals and just hides behind the random trees. It's really just Dimensions chapter, just mentions chapter 10 stuff. For the funeral and well, the Laplace game mode. Ooh, are they changing the game mode? I'm actually interested in that. I am interested in that. Christmas is the 25th. It's after Keep. Guessing there's a couple of numbers that are after 25. I'm not too sure. Oh. It would be cool if they had switched the game mode a little bit or added extra to it. Oh well. Ew, tomato.
A few days ago, Mr. Enigma helped me sort through Madame Hoffman's possessions.
Oh,
Then he left all in a hurry.
I don't know, Ozzy. I unfortunately do not know.
Later, I received word from Laplace that he'd barred the door to his office.
Wait, did no one hear the gunshot go off? Are we just deaf?
So he's chosen escapism then.
The conversation ends there. He, the two of them, and all the rest gathered here are little more than acquaintances to one another. Are you, by the way? Oh, I'm doing well, Erika. How about yourself? I don't remember if I asked you already, but in case I haven't. I don't know, the 27th? Is there a 27th in December? I don't pay attention to days. I honestly don't. Each day is the same to me. But the 30th? 28th? 29th? I don't know. Yeah, every day is the same to me. So, they're no interest to me. Familiar only in their morning. Went fantastic. Actually, after fixing the AC, yes. Yes. Last year, we had no heat and we had no AC. Ooh boy. I mean, bright side, electricity was down, but when you have 110-degree summers or like below 20 winters, you cannot go without that little AC and like the heater. It's a must have. You guys see you got close one time? No, too. Yeah, 31st? I should look at December to see exactly how many days are in it, because I'm just keep going. My electric bill usage by 30% after the fix. Word? Okay, that's pretty good. At last, Market speaks again.
There was a mailing list among Madame Hoffman's possessions.
Oh, if you hear any explosions in the background, that's my neighbors doing fireworks and stuff. It just went off, and I came and thought about the microphone probably will pick it up. So don't panic. It's not gunshots. it's just fireworks. Because 4th of July. Yeah. Everyone was like, Happy 4th of July! But I was just like, okay, I got Pop Rocks. That'll be enough. It's popping here. Word. I don't know why they decided to do it so late. But I mean, get it, I guess. I wish they did the big
On the
fireworks
train
at
to
least.
Vienna, she asked me a question, hoping I could read its answer.
The train is coming.
What is the best way for someone to defend themselves if they cannot use arcane skills?
I read the answer she expected. She asked because she was preparing a gift.
The words fly out of her like fired bullets. Everything is gonna just be gun related, I guess. What's a rare thing? The chance to ease unbearable grief simply by sharing it. We need to go
Mr.
hit.
Enigma packed the list, her
Organize his
documents,
room.
her ID badge, and her diary into a box. Madame Hoffman's entire life reduced to a tiny box.
Have you seen those memes that goes when you're just chilling and your Hispanic neighbor? I have no clue what you're talking about. I have not seen them. The only things that come up in my timeline either has to do with work related things, like someone going to like IHOP or what is it, Waffle House, and you just third wheeling to see what random shenanigans happen there. Or you get those inspirational bonk you in the head, you are beautiful, and then that's it. Which is kind of crazy because they usually just send me a bunch of Spanish things that I couldn't understand.
Then he stopped and
Just
he
its
asked
office
me,
firework. It is called El Diablo. It's an interesting name.
Where do you think Greta has gone?
The ink on the paper in her hand starts to run again. Oh, don't damage
"Where
it.
has she gone? Heaven? Hell? Has the storm washed them away too? Those who aren't lost to the storm, where do they go?
That's a good question.
Will I see her again someday? Will all of us, any of us, see her again?
Welcome to depression, because we just started and we can't have nothing nice.
If only I'd known earlier that the gift she was preparing was a birthday present for him, that instead of taking care of me and celebrating my first day as a Foundation investigator, she could have...
I know for Schneider ended up in hell. Justice for my girly. Honestly speaking, I feel like Schneider, like, she done so much wrong, and most likely, yeah, but like, at the end, I feel like she was trying to redeem herself. And it shows the clip when Sukuna uses Fuga when he killed Maharaka. Version 2. It just keeps on adding
If only
on.
my
Oh,
arcane skill
justice.
were more useful. If only I'd read what would happen on that stage. If only the future were written out as words on
She
a
forgot?
page.
Maybe? Have mercy. Isari. Beg Electra. Semmelweis says nothing. She only raises her hand gently. But before that touch can reach her, Marcus draws a deep breath and forces her what-ifs back down. There is nowhere to turn for answers. No point in blaming herself. What's done is done.
I told him I hoped Madame Hoffman had gone somewhere with Snowstorm and started a new life, even if that means I'll never see her again.
This is a joke about her being textually punished by God as unbaptized Catholic. I had to have missed that part. I know good and well I was just flipping out. Like about justice for my girlie. Bring her back. Bring her back. I didn't even realize she was supposed to be Catholic. Okay. Be honest, don't roast me, but I am so unknowledgeable about Catholicism, I guess you could call it. I don't even know if that's the right way to say it, but... So... It flew right over my head.
In the end, he said he needed to think about my answer. He hasn't left his room since.
Oh.
I can understand that. I don't want to be here either. But I have to. Because I want people to know that they don't need to worry about me anymore. Escapism is a natural reaction to grief. Just because you don't want to face it doesn't mean you're heartless. Don't you think?
Yeah. She waits almost stubbornly for an answer. May the Lord be with you, and that's the last time it spoke back to her. Such a crazy thing to attribute to her. I feel like Schneider's whole story was just deep and poetic. Like, there's always just something they just kind of tossed in there, just like threw in there to kind of make it seem more emotional. Semmelweis glances toward the distant grave and smiles softly.
Look at you saying all that without stammering. You see? There's no need to worry.
Wait, she have a stammer? She has a stutter.
Sorry. I shouldn't have suddenly.
No, she shouldn't have mentioned it. She could have actually spoke clearly.
No, you're right. Everyone handles grief differently. Let's go. I'd like to hear how your training is going. I'm sure Greta would be proud of how much her little apprentice has grown.
All right, Miss Semmelweis.
Hooray! She nods solemnly, then passed through the gathering crowd and stand before the grave. Is she gonna start singing? She gazes at the small box in the hole. Everything suddenly feels unreal. She desperately wishes it were unreal. Just a nightmare her mind conjured under pressure. But every book has an end. It's time to turn the page.
Madame Hoffman was an exemplary Foundation investigator, a dependable teammate, and my dearest mentor.
Is that one that is like what I said, but it's when he fights Joko? Okay, I'll take a look at it in a minute. I seriously thought she was about to sing, not gonna lie.
She never cowered in the face of sacrifice. She followed.
I know it's just gonna be that one person in the background. If she was somewhere in America with us right now and I could hear that one person, speak up, I can't hear you. Start over. A hand settles on her back. Semmelweis finishes the sentence for her.
She followed her own path until the end.
Pursuing the truth with a resolute heart. And ultimately, it was her fearlessness and perseverance that brought us the knot that allows us to cross the storm.
Aww. That's why I have to cherish every chance to keep this story
She
going.
inspired many, none more than myself. She gave me the courage to leave the Flennon Isles, allowing me to witness and read so many new things. So, standing here, I vow.
I'll tell that guy that said that too. Shut the hell up. We can hear her perfectly fine, even if she's crying. Hush thy buns.
To continue to seek what she sought, what we all seek, a world after 1999.
Ooh, they did the thing. They did the thing. Because I want to see the world you believed in.
I will persevere as she did. I will keep reading, keep writing, record every experience, every feeling.
Right? Like, we just started. We literally just started, and it's like, you know what? Feelings, boom. You say you were feeling, you say you was feeling happy? Out the window. You say you felt great today, everything was going well? Out the door. Okay.
We'll never forget what you've done for
My bad.
us. For me.
10 years later. He's still breathing. Okay, damn. Oh, okay. A warning? You got me over here befuddled, confused. I feel like someone just snatched me up and then tossed me. Like, okay, great job. I know they said a cliffhanger, but I think we fell from the cliff. We no longer just hanging. Maybe.
Honestly, is there no code of conduct among you people? You're the one barreling down the hall.
Hello, Slime King. Why do you stream midnight? Because I work till closing and I sleep in the morning, kind of like a vampire. So the only times I have to stream is at nighttime or like midnight. Unfortunately, there is no warning. Thankfully, the story is short enough. You drew. Watch the video I sent you when it's loading. You do so. No. I don't think blood. I promise.
Hold on. You're...
After spotting the bite mark covered ID badge, he wisely swallows his words. Pocky, yes, Pocky.
Researcher medicine pocket?
Oh, sweet. Looks like even the little minions at the Foundation have heard of me.
Not minions. We will steal the boon.
I'm rushing to get a sample right now. If you're here for Ulrich, try that lab over there. If you're here for Enigma, check his office. If you're here for me, get lost. Better luck next time.
Okay, she's a horrible person, but I love her. I have yet to really experience her, but like, I feel like for even the little snippets when I actually got the character, I feel like the assassiness, like a little bit of a rudeness. It's just scrumptious. I'll have to give up blood if we work very close. We roommates or siblings. I mean, if we could pull a Vampire Night where they have like little medicines for blood, you know. Ivar. They glanced past the staff member, interest suddenly piqued.
Oh, wait. Let me guess. You suits can't take it anymore, so you're gonna shove a new director on us, right?
I feel like Medicine Pocket is just fed up. Not trying to
Or
struggle.
maybe
Not,
one of the
not trying to
generous
struggle.
higher-ups has finally approved our application for a new lab?
Haha! As if.
Oh, Or maybe you're here to command us very obedient researchers to fix you up an arc? You know, like Noah?
Very feisty and sassy dog. In fact, absolutely.
Well, here's an idea. How about you shelve all that and let us get back to our research on edible Procrasma extract? At worst, we'll get a taste of something sweet.
The staff member gives an awkward wave and quickens his pace, hoping to get out of this predicament as soon as possible. She's tired of everyone.
That's a topic that requires a rigorous approval process and oversight from... It's not within my power to decide. I need to deliver these files to Mr. Enigma immediately. I won't take up any more of your time.
He is so tsundere? I'm not too sure if tsundere fits her. Maybe? Maybe? Learn who the tsundere is? Yeah, okay. Does it fit? I feel like tsundere is kind of like when you act feisty, or try to act overly like confident for someone you like. I don't know. Maybe. Just maybe an itty bit. Maybe just a little speckle. I feel like Medicine Pocket just don't like him. It's not even like a, I like you, but I'm gonna pretend like I don't. I think she just generally hate them. For some reason, it fits in my mind. And I need a little more of a taste for her, you know. They toss a small metal tube to the flustered staff member. There is an unironic rule and a flapas to not piss him off, but Medicine Pocket may serve as a foil to Enigma. I can see that. It's just gonna be Ulrich and Enigma just again, but instead of Ulrich, it's just gonna be Medicine Pocket instead.
Give him this and make sure he eats it. My
Ooh.
application's been sitting on his desk for 30 hours. Looks like the only way I'm gonna get through to him is if he experiences it for himself.
He's gonna start seeing squares.
If there's an emergency, just press the button on the wall, not the red one.
Medicine Pocket doesn't wait for a response, disappearing around the next corner instead. I feel like, though, 30 hours? That's just like a day and 6 hours. Yeah, that's not even that long. The staff member is left with nothing but a closed door in the distance. It all started when... Hey, one of
I
your
see.
colleagues said to give you drugs.
You can follow the proper procedures to file a complaint against researcher Medicine Pocket.
He is pissed, and in fact is. He tosses the metal tube to one side and grabs something off his desk. A crumpled ball of paper drops neatly into the wastebasket by the staff member's feet.
The application has already been reviewed. The ever-generous assessor that I am. As for your request, based on the progress of our other projects, you can expect a response in about 69 business days.
At this point, just throw the application in the trash. That's like 2 months and some change.
This is an urgent matter, sir.
Wait half a year, my dude.
I understand completely. It's a pity for us both that Laplace isn't a wish-granting machine. If it truly is as urgent as you say, put the
Right?
documents on the pile to your left. Make sure not to touch anything else.
69 business days. At this point, just round it off to 70.
Then when's the earliest?
He just told you the date.
52 business days.
Okay. I'm traumatized by the 69. 138 hard pity for him, with both of them being 69 pity? Golly. They had you fighting for your life to get him.
In principle, my department only accepts research assignments pertaining to the storm, and only the final results are delivered to us. The calculations and sample analyses you need will be handed off to other teams. But it's not like we have spare researchers just moseying around, and Laplace isn't the Foundation's personal calculator.
I mean, they could have a calculator to help calculate things.
If you have any objections or extenuating circumstances, you can take it up with our director.
You really said talk to the manager.
But of course, the position's still empty. I'm only standing in to manage the documents and affairs no one else cares to deal with. Looks like it'll be a tough job to find you a team.
Okay, actually, I feel like Enigma and Medicine Pocket is going to be the best friends of the group because they both have that sass.
Close the door on your way out.
Okay. He left him speechless. To his surprise, the staff member doesn't argue, but he doesn't budge either. Ooh.
You can move your own legs without your boss's orders, can't you? Get out.
He's asking
I'm glad to see
nicely.
you're still full of vigor, Adler.
See, you should have closed the door when you came in. His head snaps up in surprise as a familiar figure steps inside. Seeing who it is, he finally set down his pen.
Ah, if it isn't my old friend. What are you fetching for Constantine this time?
I thought Medicine Pocket was that sassy because they're from Utah. How are the people in Utah? I gotta meet a few of them.
I trust the last report you snatched was to your satisfaction. If anything else in these stacks of scrap paper strikes your fancy, then by all means, help yourself.
He extends an arm and pats the mountain of files beside him.
That won't be necessary.
Z.
Though I'll be sure to visit again should the need arise. Mark, there's still some details regarding proposed adjustment to field agent rations I'd like you to confirm.
Is that his name?
Mr. Ulrich and Miss Simone have cleared a 15-minute block in their schedules. You'll find them in meeting room number 3.
Very well.
His name is Mark. That's crazy. I don't know why it kind of fits. Yeah, that was the wind, trust. That was not, in fact, the wind. The door closes.
You knew of Miss Simone's return today. Most assumed she retired to the timekeeper's suitcase along with Madame Lucy.
Side eye. Side eye. Are we sure?
Looks like the Foundation keeps as close an eye on Laplace as they do on Manus Vindictae.
He scoffs. Oh my gosh.
Some might even say that mad scientists and fanatical arcanists aren't so different. Though the former does have the small advantage of providing a handy little invention here and there.
Always thinking from a researcher's perspective, Valor. Every researcher wants an independent, undisturbed laboratory. A simple wish in theory, but difficult to implement in practice.
Not gonna lie, a room like this seems kind of comfortable. I just gotta clean up a little bit and organize, and it'll be perfect. Z indeed.
I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to lecture me. What's the matter?
I trust Ulrich has told you what transpired in Antarctica.
Probably not.
Not long ago, we received reports from our field agent squads and investigators.
Just a letter for a name, right? You know, I'd be surprised if she actually has a last name, because it's always just been a letter. Ooh, paper.
This time, the storm has brought us to the year 1920, and to a war that should no longer exist.
The storm is hardly a perfect formula, and historical records often contain inaccuracies. Even under our current theoretical models, Arcana maintains a degree of uncertainty and unknowability.
She does have a
A
last
minor
name?
error such as this should come as no surprise to you.
What? It's the same as her first name. So it's just the Z? So she just has 2 Z's? I don't think my brain can comprehend. Oh, she actually has an actual name. Hangzan. Oh, okay. I thought Z, which is it. He takes the stack of reports in Madame Z's hand nonetheless. So Zhang is her first name and then Zhang is her last name. That is... I don't know how I feel about that, but alright. Alright. Well, we'll take it for now, I guess. As he flips through its pages, his expression grows serious.
An error of this magnitude doesn't follow any of our current models.
Honestly speaking, with how Manus Vindictae is always doing things, I'm not even surprised that things are going awry. It's always them.
This flood has destroyed at least 2/3 of all our prior findings.
Since the beginning,
Not the
we've
beat.
diligently tracked the
Of
occurrence
mercy.
frequency of the storm. We've also long gotten used to it, abandoning any semblance of a pattern.
Because those who haven't gotten used to it are no longer with us.
A scornful laugh.
It's never easy to have your world turned upside down, for anyone.
Is he? Vampire. Me's not vampire. No, no. I'm very innocent, I promise.
It's overwhelming at first, but the more you see it happen, the easier it is to accept. Of course, some still have their objections. There have been countless debates
in
on
theory.
whether we should prepare for war.
Laplace is not an arsenal.
What if I don't want y'all to run? What if I just want y'all to walk away, you know? Don't run.
Our more radical members believe that, since research on the storm will continue to be lost, we should divert our resources elsewhere. The LSCC has been without a director for a long time, and the Arcanocentric Society Institutum Laurens has gone unchecked. There is reason to believe that this has impacted Laplace's research efficiency.
I need them to not come with all these big words and big letters. Arcanocentric Society Institutum. Like, y'all can put that back in the dictionary. Thank you. She studies Enigma's expression, knowing he's already figured out why she's come.
So, to ensure our collaboration with Laplace continues to yield valuable results, the Foundation plans to dispatch a director of their own
You know,
choosing.
tasty. But what if you are? Let me stop.
Absolutely not.
POV, your response in a nutshell. His clenched fist never comes down on the desk. He stifles his anger. Rage won't help him down.
I don't agree with the sentiment. Nor
Okay,
do I believe
that
the
was not
Foundation
tasty.
should assume complete control of Laplace. However, the reality is that, besides some perfect directing machine, the members will be the most easily persuaded if we appoint a human as director, which is why I've come to you today.
Like high five. The sign checked. Ooh.
If, under your leadership, Laplace can produce a persuasive new discovery during this tumultuous period, it would help my cause immensely. Of course, no matter what, I'll continue to express my support for Laplace's independence to the Foundation.
I feel like it's not gonna happen very long, but eh. Enigma looks at his old colleague. They've worked together a long time ago, if only briefly. Isn't weird for a kid that is double 111? No, I wouldn't say it's weird. I'd say it's about average. This either means that you're gonna end up way taller, the older you get, or my voice went crunchy for a second, or you have that random growth spurt that is gonna start slowing down as you get older. It's one of the two.
What exactly are you hoping to achieve with all this
Oh, I'm sorry.
politicking? For Laplace to align itself with a foundation? Or with yourself?
Well, if your dad was tall, then you might have his genes. But that probably just means that her cousins are tall. You might, yeah, I think you might just get that random growth spurt when you least expect it.
You don't seriously expect a group of scientists to spend their time strategizing these things like some kind of warlords pushing clay figurines around a sand table, do you?
My question is, why is clay in the sand? But I mean, go for it, I guess. Madam Z doesn't answer directly.
I'd like you to continue your research on the toy box sent by Mu-C3. Investigate the source of its power and use its simulations to push out a report.
I can call a girl that is a French shorty. I would say it's plausible only depending on which area you're at. Like, if you're in somewhere between New York, Chicago, or Philly, that is probably gonna be considered derogatory, and you might get hands thrown at you. So probably not a good idea. I'll tell you anyways. I'm like 5'3", 5'4". If I actually have my posture proper, I'm probably like an inch over that, so probably like 5'5" tops. I'm really not that tall. Thanks for the tip. Of course.
Producing a final pre-storm protocol
Hey, losing the
will
help,
refute
bestie.
accusations that the LSCC lacks risk management policies, and the core of the toy box may just provide the new results you need.
I see your reasoning, but why are you telling me this?
Guess you're a stand-in.
Surely you aren't offering your help simply out of the goodness of your heart.
You know, one thing I have to say is that we have not seen, what is your name? I'm thinking of Shorekeeper, and I know it's not Shorekeeper. Vertin. We haven't seen Vertin in a hot minute. So you're in different places, I ain't going to call you Shorty. Ah, fair enough, fair enough.
What exactly are your feelings toward Laplace nowadays? Nostalgia? Or some kind of scientific idealism?
She probably has no thoughts, Enigma. Madame Z pauses, then she brings up that old, often discussed topic.
I still
POV
believe
fish.
we can reach the final theory. Something all-encompassing that unifies the entire universe.
Enigma falters, then lets out a sigh.
Well, in that, we've just been going in circles. In a decade, all we've managed is to return to the 11th dimension.
Medkeep.
But that doesn't mean all our past efforts have been meaningless.
She rises, cutting the conversation short. She just dips.
The Timekeeper hopes to understand
There we
the
go.
situation outside as soon as possible. Once you've arrived at a conclusion, please contact me immediately.
I remember we're supposed to be a keeper, but I was like, what keeper was it? The door closes again. He's left in the dark, apparently. Ooh, wait, but like, can we talk about her outfit for a second? Madame Z stands in the corridor, gazing up at the unfamiliar silver-white building. Like, look at her outfit for a second. She got like that nun dress with a long jacket with a little brooch on it and the gloves. And the dress or jacket question mark has pockets, and they're not tiny pockets. Okay, like, I wouldn't mind wearing this. Ivar.
Can a scientist
Can a
become
scientist?
a politician?
If you squint hard enough. Can we watch JOT? Ooh, I think it's copyrighted. I can try it, but I think it's I think half the anime, a good handful of the anime is copyrighted, so it's most likely going to flag me, unfortunately. During her university days, not even the Grand Unified Theory could predict that the graduate would become a politician. Ooh, we gotta reminisce. String Theory 101. A philosopher from your homeland once said, if we take a foot-long stick and cut it in half each day, we will never reach its end. Fair. I want you to finish it. Tis fine, tis fine. One of these days I will. No, I'm not here to discuss calculus. I'd like to ask you this. Do you think a stick can truly be divided forever? If you reach the point where it can no longer be halved, what remains? You might say it's some fundamental particle, but in my class, the correct answer is a string. Nature's most basic unit is not a particle, but an incredibly tiny string. Divide a stick to its limit and you'll find a string. Divide gold down to its limit and you'll also find a string. Even the basic unit of gravity should be a string. The entire world is made of strings vibrating at different frequencies in unseen higher dimensions. They may seem insignificant, but they are everywhere. Some pragmatists may laugh at you for taking this class. Why deal with a fantastical theory that has no experimental proof? I am a human, but you are an arcanist. I hope you understand my pursuit of a perfect concept, Miss Zhang. Oh! I find it funny you mentioned her name, and then we finally get to see her actual name. I have a feeling I passed by it, and I just never knew who they were talking about. I'll give you a fact about Peak Finger, the card titan, which you probably don't know. I've seen Smidgets when it was first coming out, but I haven't really known too much. Peak is she's a card titan. She can stay in her titan form for a long time. Oh, okay. Pretty nice.
Be a theory that unifies everything in the universe. Because every puzzle has a solution.
Spiel. Oh, spiegel. Oh, okay. Lines from a framework waiting for
The
one.
word
Okay.
is like a crossword. If you follow the clues,
I didn't finish reading. You'll get a concussion apparently. Sir, don't fall out. Let's see. But there is consequences. She will forget how to walk, so she will have to crawl and use the warrior.
damn.
Oh.
Isn't it
interesting.
about time humanity evolved beyond sleep?
How long have you been up, sir? Rainer Bethrod and Ani. Ah. He shakes his head and fixes his gaze on the jumbled grid lines covering his desk. Very interesting. I feel like Reiner. I don't think I was a fan of Reiner. Earththroat was just dumb. I might have to rewatch it again, but last time I remember, he was just kind of dumb. He was just eh. Pushing the papers and files aside, he turns on the screen. 3 p.m. Oh, that's not bad.
It's only been 6 hours. Looks like the little biter's actually done some work in between destroying public property. Side effects have certainly lessened.
Wish it wasn't copyright. Yeah. But you know, they gotta go ahead and get their monies and block it for everyone else to enjoy.
Did I throw away the instruction manual?
Oh.
What did it say?
Oh dear.
Never mind.
No.
The little side effects have already been eliminated. The other symptoms don't matter.
Sir, this is a Wendy's. Yes, it do matter. He rummages under the papers for the metal tube and tips 2 colorful candies into his palm. Different app instead of
I hope
Crunchyroll.
this helps.
I have not used Crunchyroll at all. Only because last time I tried it, like if you don't pay money, they have episodes scattered and then oh come on, not the beeps. But yeah, they have episodes scattered and then they have missing episodes. Like it's Crunchyroll's really mediocre, and I know they're supposed to be adding like extra. I think what is it? I don't use Crunchyroll. Yeah, and Crunchyroll is really mediocre, very mid. Now, if it was Funimation I would use, but I think they went out of business, which sucks. Yeah, so many. That name I use. I feel like gatekeeping is a good idea, like. Only because I know there's quite a few sites that people mention and then it gets taken down.
Toybox Research, the
So
Timekeeper's
I definitely say
request,
to
new results,
gatekeep it.
and Lorenz. All right.
Can read manga and anime. Yeah.
As always,
It's neat.
problems rarely come alone.
I used a
But the more
different one.
problems there are, the closer we are to the solution.
Oh, okay. Jump scare.
We need to stop creating more problems.
That's Pokemon. I feel like every anime site has Pokemon, Bakugan, both the old version and the new version, Spider Riders, Digimon, Card Fight Vanguard. As long I think Dynasty King is an anime. Yeah, that was an anime as well. That one, Sonic, Yu-Gi-Oh! Ulrich slams his fist down on the desk in an attempt to end the chaotic discussion spiraling before him. Unfortunately, in Laplace, shouting only invites a louder rebuttal.
Then get rid of the approval system so we can all work in peace for a couple weeks. You know, spend our time actually experimenting instead of writing damn reports.
Ugh.
That's our problem. I'm telling you, even if Enigma locked himself in that room for the next decade, he wouldn't get through them all.
Everyone's just
Focus on the matter at
banging the
hand,
desk.
Researcher Medicine Pocket.
The poor desk, just like, why are we here just to suffer? Ooh.
Toy box has been fixed for now, and the communication problems it caused have also disappeared. But we need to come up with a way to prevent any similar incidents in the future.
It's an anime. Yeah, Dynasty King. I feel like they don't have it anymore, but when 4Kids TV was a site, I don't know if it's still up, but it was up on there as well, along with like One Piece and all those other nice things. My childhood, absolutely.
And it's crucial we figure out how it had such a widespread effect. We can't risk almost all of Laplace speaking in Cypher again.
You hates 4Kids. Not you hating on it. I feel like even though they went bankrupt, they were, I never used it. It had all the goodies before it went bankrupt. It had like Winx, it had Kung Fu Panda, if I'm correct. I think it had Kung Fu Panda. Code Loco, if I'm correct. I know Billion also had them. It had Dinosaur King, it had Sonic, it had Yu-Gi-Oh! It had practically everything from overseas. If you wanted to watch it, it was there.
I, for one, believe it's related to the Storm Syndrome. But our research progress has been far too slow, so I need everyone.
There you go again. You're gonna say that the language disorder interfered with our work, right?
But that was, I think it went bankrupt in like 2018 or 2020. So it doesn't have everything. Like if you were to go onto like the Lucky Charms or Applejack site, like there is videos and things like that. So I feel like it's just, if you caught it, you caught it. If not, it's there as a fossil.
Well, let me make this clear. Whether I use Cypher or Decimal or freaking latte art to communicate,
Not
it's not
latte
gonna stop
art.
me from doing what I want.
Medicine Pocket mimics Ulrich's tone, drawing out the words.
Those emergency handbooks are only filling that tank of yours with useless garbage data. Whatever happens, my advice is the same. Mind your own business and let us fend for ourselves.
He really said, throw us to the wolves, Papa.
Sounds like you've gotten over accidentally ordering critter chow at the canteen. I suppose it is quite difficult to decipher a Tetris-based language, no? And no, we can't just blow up the toy box Medicine Pocket. As I said before, it cannot be destroyed through arcane nor scientific means. You should know when to quit.
Medicine Pocket is me because that will always be my go-to. You say we're here to suffer? Arson. You said we're fighting for our lives? TNT. You said we about to burn the place down? Nuke it while you're at it.
Blow it up? Absolutely not.
The ferro fluid nearly bounces in the tank.
Adler already notified us that the Foundation is pressuring us to deliver persuasive research results.
For some reason, somehow, but they can't do it themselves.
This isn't the first time they've used our laissez-faire attitude as an excuse to attack Laplace. We need to use the toy box's simulations to create a reliable emergency protocol.
Okay.
Okay, I get you. We just need to submit something that'll shut them up. So why don't you round up everyone who's been wasting research materials, hand them all Lorentz ID badges, and turn them over?
I did hear the Foundation has been quite lively lately. As crowded and chaotic as the crystal structure of Austenite, supposedly.
What is Austenite? Ulrich? Ulrich is clearly trying his best to hold it together. Eventually, the tremor in his voice module settles. Wow.
That's quite enough. Now, if you please return to today's topic.
Ulrich is literally a hothead.
Researcher Pointer, Researcher X, how are the results of your data analysis?
The two researchers have long grown accustomed to the lab's clamor. They know silence is the best way to keep out of it. Pointer pushes a stack of files towards Ulrich.
Here's my section. I've included a summary for the Timekeeper's perusal. In simple terms, the flood has altered the characteristics of the storm. The vast majority of our past data has been rendered useless. Our most reliable models require multiple rounds of verification. Therefore, our current conclusions are for reference only.
It got hit by a bazooka.
There should be plenty. I'm confident we'll adapt to these new conditions very soon.
Everyone silently agrees.
Have we made any discoveries regarding the arcane fluctuations emanating from the toy box?
Maybe.
If we're only looking at the numbers, the magnitude of these arcane fluctuations far exceeds normal levels. I also consulted all the arcanists I know with arcane skills related to language, words, or sound. None of them could find any man-made traces in the fluctuations. I have two hypotheses. One, this toy box is a naturally occurring arcane object. And two, its core holds a power beyond most arcanists' comprehension.
What is the craziest or funniest thing have you giggled at or died of laughter? Oh, honestly speaking, if you go and stay up for like 48 or 72 hours without even like resting your eyes, everything just makes me die of laughter. Hello, how are you? I'm doing well. How about yourself? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, let me be sleep deprived, and everything will make me laugh for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'll get mocked. I'm like, ah, ha, 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 ha. And it'll make me laugh more. It make me laugh more. Are you okay? Maybe. I am very broken. He pauses. Hesitation, perhaps?
I also have a personal theory. Mr. Ludwig's arcane fluctuations.
No, okay. I typed a couple out. The in fact went off. Brian me or know me, I'll be like, hey, we will get you help. Help? What is that? The meeting room door is thrown open, slamming it against the wall. You sure it didn't slap against the ceiling while you was at it? Everyone turns toward the figure that has just burst in. I know it's Adler, isn't it?
Mr. Enigma.
Doors unlocked.
The visitor pushes the door open and enters. Sleep one day.
I already reviewed your
One day
application
indeed.
last Wednesday, X. And you and Hisabeth can stop submitting those
sleep,
clinical
night
trial
work.
applications for Medicine Pockets project.
Hopefully you can get some sleep and snurpuses. I have to say, night work really be draining all the energy. How long have you been streaming at midnight? This month is July. So, maybe I think it's almost been 8 months. It's when I started my new job, because I ended up working at nighttime. So instead of streaming at 6 p.m. like I used to do, I ended up having to go ahead and switch it to a later time, because I am not an early bird. So that happened. But on the 19th, 8 months of no sleep. Wait, no. I sleep like at 7 or 10 a.m. usually, depending on how tired I am. If I'm dozing off, then I'll just sleep. But yeah. The 19th, it will be morning streams about maybe 10 a.m. At this point, you're a vampire. No, I will never accept it. Never.
Oh, I have a friend.
A friend? Ooh.
Regulus is not an option either.
Oh.
There isn't a hair on her body that doesn't scream arcanist. I will handle this myself. After all, I was the one who questioned Medicine Pocket on the possibility of resuming research on the topic in the first place.
Let me see. It smells like someone left a stove on. I want to go out to see if I see they put some water on, but it smells like the pot is burning. There's a part of me that wants to check just really quickly. We'll keep going.
It's a compelling research direction. An antidote for Procrasma extract suitable for human consumption, and a universally applicable edible extract with energizing effects.
Okay. I'll peek just really quickly. Hold on. Cause like it's coming into my room and like the stove isn't that strong, you know. Let me be nosy. fact do have a pot on. They in fact did have a pot on. It's just like, oh yeah, so the pot's boiling, but like happenstance, you know, maybe we can just leave it boiling. Like it's boiling. I think that's enough. Anyways, we're back. He delivers the long string of terms with neither a stumble nor a pause, as if reciting from a script. If I heard you say, "Do not burn the house." I mean, you have a pot that's supposed to be boiling, and then you leave it boiling. What am I supposed to do?
There's no need for you to worry. I read the project proposal. Medicine Pocket already consulted me on a few issues.
That proposal was supposed to be confidential.
It's basically
Never mind.
with twin.
But we need
Ooh,
to act
we
like
should do
this
one of those
research topic
soon.
doesn't exist until it yields some results.
We should do one of those. Honestly speaking, in the future, I think we'll do a few collabs with all the folks together. I think that'll be fun. I'm also thinking of doing some IRL streaming soon. I don't know when or how. I might just do it though. I'll figure out how that works. I don't know if anyone will be interested in IRL, but we'll try it.
You are all pureblood arcanists. You have a natural tolerance for Picasma extract.
Yeah.
But it's simply too dangerous to move straight onto pureblood humans.
Well, I mean, true, but I think there's like some online collab that we could probably do if we ever were to.
Well, I suppose it's about time my quarter arcanist blood came in handy.
A quarter arcanist? That's crazy.
I understand, Mr. Enigma. I have no
Like
intention, nor the power,
not
mind
exactly.
you, to interfere with anyone's decision.
Like for TikTok, there is like, what is it? Like you can have others join in on the live stream, something like that. Or we could do, I don't know if you ever played Fireboy and Water Girl, but like you can do like little collabs like that too. That won't let me. Tis fine, tis fine. Who knows? In the future, I think I am gonna go ahead and do some live streams, collabs with like my sisters though. I need to be like 18. Oh, tis fine, tis fine.
But I did receive a document I think you should see.
Of course you did. There's always more.
But wait, there's more.
It's about the language disorder caused by the toy box's malfunction. I'm sure you're familiar with it.
Gift number? No. Ooh, where's the flash? Where's the flash? Let's go ahead and hold them numbers confidentially.
Although the world outside has returned to normal, a lot of curious occurrences have appeared in the toy box. Allegedly, the behavior of its inhabitants has become increasingly formulaic and unified. Of course, these are Mr. Ulrich's words. I haven't seen it for myself.
Future when you cook? Ooh. I'm gonna burn the place down. Let's cook greatly.
The specifics are on top.
He hands over the document.
I read the whole thing. It's comprehensive. Exhaustive, even. Should be more than enough to submit to the Foundation.
Oh, does he just toss it out?
Ulrich isn't convinced it's persuasive enough, so he hasn't turned it in.
Bruh.
We all know how easy it is to fall down a research rabbit hole. He needs someone on the outside to step in and make a decision.
I feel like Enigma is the worst person to ask because they're always so neck to neck.
At least, that's what I think. There's also the small matter of a waveform contaminating the toy box's arcane fluctuations. A waveform extremely similar to that of our dear Mr. Raven. I've compared it.
Mr.
It's
Raven.
distinctly different from the other simulation data.
He never gives you face reveal? Well, that's fine. There's no need to. I'll just know you as an Aussie. The precious Charmander. X delivers the last of its prepared lines. With that, the butterfly has flapped its wings. He steps out and shuts the door behind him. And the book goes in the trash. Ulrich. I feel it's so weird that he pronounces it Ulrich instead of Ulrich.
What are you yelling for?
I love they put medicine pockets lines in the background. What are you yelling for? Hi, we're here.
I'm trying to return this copy of your report that you forgot.
But it's... Tell me more. Oh, of course we get a smack to be continued. Meep. Oh. Got a little bit of that lag. Thank you for the likes. After all, you may not even know how to play with the toys at all. Step 1. Swear you are more than 6 years old or at least no longer have a habit of putting toys in your mouth. Step 2. Place the toy box upright on a firm surface with my handsome faces facing up. Who made these instructions? Step 3. Make sure no cats are around. Step 4. Make sure you have at least one friend to play with. Multiple personalities count as friends too. Step 5. Chant this happy little incantation. With Arcanum comes endless imagination. The Moswea Museum, right before your eyes. The Museum 3 reserves the right to final interpretation of this product. Huh? What? Who made these instructions? I might give Armyville? Question mark? Interesting, I guess? Internet is less reliable than you think. Anonymous number 000000001. The language disorder badly damaged our servers. Much of our historical data was corrupted into garbled text and it couldn't be restored. Or recovered, should I say. There was nothing I could do except format the servers. 0002 anonymous number 000000012. So this is what wanting to turn back time feels like. I almost want to join Manus Vindictae. Oh no. Not the beat. We're looking at numbers. So as Mercy 003 anonymous number 000000038 dash 000000043 whatever. A whole year's worth of my experimental data got turned into gibberish. How could things get any worse? Anonymous 43 becoming Enigma. Anonymous 56 through 67. What if we throw all the servers into the store? How likely are we to get a server from before the language disorder? Anonymous 67 56. The data says the chance is so small that even an astronomer would ignore it. But if we made the storm affect all of Laplace, let's maybe not do that. When you in stream, you request to be like talk, but I need to be like 18. I didn't know that I even was the case. I forgot when I made my TikTok. Yeah, that makes sense. That sucks, but it is fine. Tis fine. Anonymous 73. Someone's evil index has surpassed medicine pockets. I've contacted security. Anonymous 81 through 83. What a disaster. You know, one hexadecimal John Teeter is already enough trouble. Anonymous 83 to 90 to 81. I heard she spoke almost only English this whole time during the language disorder. Anonymous 90 113 83. What? Sweet Madam Lucy, did that really happen? And take a pic and send it to you. I mean, if you want to, but it's not really necessary. There's no need to go ahead and like post your face or anything of the sort across the internet. Anonymous 113, 125, and 90. Maybe, maybe not. Rumors about her are always like that. I want to see the trailer they showed with Lucy and all the other bots. Like I want a little bit of context with that. Anonymous 125 to 113. I want to show my face since I don't have 50 followers. Huh. Interesting. I didn't know they did that. I'd like to join Manus Vindictae too. It's honestly worth considering. Anonymous 128. That's it, folks. Laplace is done for. Ulrich's mad genius plan has turned them against each other. That is sad. That's so sad. Portable reality. Ooh. Isn't the proof? Proof? Question mark? What? Why do we have to have proof? Proof for what? Did I move? Miss. A professional expedition team of 1 investigator and 2 researchers trudges
We've
through the
encountered
woods.
more and more critters since we entered this forest.
At least we didn't come here for nothing. Hey,
Why is
Ulrich,
he walking?
don't forget our
Why is he
loot.
walking like that? I'll take a look at it later. This fellow, or I'll look at it at the. I'll look at it at the end. His fellow researcher stares at him incredulously.
Loot? Adler, are you seriously calling these supplies loot?
He got that finger stuck up in everything.
I didn't expect you, of all people, to start indulging in roleplay.
That is something interesting. Adler and roleplay in the same sentence?
I don't know what you're talking about. And you can save your energy for the journey. We still have a long way ahead of us.
Oh, he mad. Sensing another argument brewing, Marcus cuts in.
Mr. Enigma, Mr. Ulrich, perhaps we should hurry.
Let me able to find out she's taller than all
so
of
we
them.
can get there before the language disorder spreads to all of Laplace.
Ah, good. At least someone in our party can put together a rational thought.
According to Muse's map, we still have 7 kilometers until we reach the toy box's depths.
Oh, we might as well be riding on a horse. 7
If we
kilometers.
cross this critter's territory, we'll save a third of the time it would take to go around.
Suddenly, a strange noise interrupts her.
Is that a critter?
Maybe. That doesn't sound like one. That sounds like an entire
No.
dinosaur.
It's an arcanist using critter speech.
I mean, the Russian dude, not the Russian dude.
Looks like another piece afflicted with a language disorder.
Marcus stares at the arcanist and frowns.
We're too far away. I can't make out what he's trying to say.
Get closer then.
Let's get closer. I may be able to read some useful information. All right, allow me.
Okay, hold on. Marcus is about to cook us something up. Let our skills show, I guess. Oh. 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 I don't know why the trees look like slices of lettuce. Oh, let's turn off that bottle right there. Oh, you're a bit crunchy. Endless in the shade. Yes, made an air fern. Single green arrow, giant at plus bam boom shot.
Oh,
Okay.
I understand. There's a maiden hair fern and a bamboo shoot. Looks like all I need to do is find the page with the fern and bamboo shoot.
Hurry, we will buy you some time.
I mean, I guess. Ants continue along. Made on hair and
We
fern.
should continue along the humid.
You when
shady
I'm hungry.
areas perfect for
Nothing makes
maiden
sense.
hair ferns.
That's what it
I
sounds like.
suppose we are like ants to the people
The stomach just
outside.
talking. It's the stomach talking. Eat
A
art, eat
giant
art.
bamboo shoot that looks like a green arrow grows at the end of the path we're looking for. Oh, our shortcut is just there, behind that big tree.
Okay. So
Wait
wait.
for the right moment.
Bing.
To place you into the darkness.
Sterilize.
You'll see it coming.
Yep. One
Che la
punch.
morte ti dia la pace che cercavi. Requiesce.
Blap, blap. Blap, blap. The trek ends with a tall building peeking out from beyond the
Goodness,
trees.
this really was a shortcut.
Wait, so she was just dragging us to who knows where? Enigma glances at her. Marcus is excitedly checking what's ahead. A far cry from that head-down figure he vaguely remembers. Yes, the spitting image of a brave investigator, a mountaineer,
I'm very grateful for your help, Miss Marcus. I wager we'd still be running in circles if you weren't here.
Where's Ulrich?
Indeed. If we can maintain this rate of progress,
Act like 61 backwards. Not 16. Everyone always mentions. That's the lucky number. Like double 2. Close. 21. I'll be 22 in a few months.
we'll be submitting an up-to-standard pre-storm protocol very, very soon.
Oh. Okay.
Ulrich, why didn't you submit this copy of the pre-storm protocol?
He's getting on his tail about it.
Half-finished products have no place in a conference, Adler.
Grab the book and just bonk onto his head. His little cylinder head. Faced with the substitute director's aggressive interrogation, Ulrich only watches as the file is slammed onto the desk. A few months and 21 backwards. Ew. Twinsies.
It simply isn't persuasive enough. The toy box's storm simulation still poses some problems that require solving.
Am I hearing this right, Blob for Brains? You're telling me you've already finished the damn thing, but you thought you'd play us all for laughs for a while?
Maybe. Ooh.
Ugh, just turn it in, damn it! Shut those checkered chumps up!
As I said, there are still some problems that haven't...
Everybody about to jump
you
him.
are slipping into the mindset of a creator.
Ooh, everybody's about to jump him.
They're simulated data. There's no need for your humanitarian care.
And your biases are showing, Adler. As you'll recall from your encounters with the many familiar faces in the toy box, the pieces there are not objectively different from their real-world counterparts.
I feel like he can't just blame it on Adler. When your birthday month? January. Like, Medicine Pocket is saying the same thing. Like, just do it. Familiar faces. Ooh. Ooh. Flashbacks. Trauma. No, none of this is real. Yeah.
They are just pieces of data. Parts of a simulation.
I'm the simulation.
You shut yourself in your labs, in the toy box, calculating all day. And for what? If you all keep playing delusional genius and continue to ignore the problems Laplace is facing, soon it will be out of our hands.
And will be.
This isn't the toy box. There are no resets.
Ooh, let him cook, let him cook. A brief silence falls over the meeting room, then the researchers catch on to a certain keyword. You're almost siblings. Yeah.
It's true, Adler. With every new era brought by the storm, the Foundation has only tightened their policies, perhaps to an extreme. However, they need Laplace's research results. They need our innovation, our inventions.
But if we take too long to provide them, I feel like it'll never happen, and they'll just look for someone else.
The Foundation doesn't view us as an enemy.
You just older me with I was born in a different month and year. Female. Yeah. POV, a parallel universe.
Exactly. I seriously don't get you guys. It's not like it'll affect us, so quit wasting our time with all these meetings. So what if Laplace loses its independence?
Adler, we can't properly discuss the issue if you don't explain what's making you so apprehensive.
Probably no sleep. Like my guy going off of Rainbow Skittles and hoping a dream. Enigma's mouth opens, a habitual scoff slips out before any words can.
If the Foundation passes their storm personnel reform, do you really think you'll be able to continue your research freely? Laplace is this close to being completely subsumed by the Foundation. When that happens, where do you think our inventions are going to be used?
In the sky.
Don't tell me that none of you have ever considered.
They don't care.
Oh la la. No wonder they called you Enigma. If you've got some insider information, just tell us already.
Nope. Suspense. The substitute director draws a deep breath. Oh. Okay. Okay. We're in this room.
Adler Hoffman, you've arrived. Please, sit.
Yeesh. Yeesh. Blap, blap. This lady here. Be gone. Be gone. I do not like her. When she first showed up with Schneider, when she was like, I'll show Vertin the truth, the amazing things, and how she must learn to grow up and listen to me. She will fall right into my hands. And then decided to sacrifice the entire class to turn them into little remnants in the storm when Vertin thought that she was going to be able to escape and have freedom. Just like, ugh. And then she was like, yes, even though I sacrificed 13 children in the storm, that means Vertin will now become my pawn. And then she just, that stupid anime chess thing, like, come on. Please, spare me.
No need. I'm not here to chat.
And isn't.
Fine by me. Then allow me to move on to the subject. How's your progress on the storm contingency plan the Foundation requested?
Yes. Okay, so like in, oh man, So this is when Schneider, what is her name, in the green dress, and like in between there, before I forgot her name because she hasn't been introduced in the story in a hot second, with the rocket ship. Pretty much, she here is pretty much like the main. I feel like she's the main villain, but that is just me. Besides Manus Vindictae. So Vertin, which is the timekeeper, went on ahead to go ahead and try to get freedom because they didn't understand anything about the storm. They say storm, all of the above, and they treat them like criminals. They lock them in cells and stuff. Make it sleepy. Tis fine. But pretty much, she decided to go ahead and, as the children wanted to be free, to go ahead and sacrifice. Most of them were just regular students. I don't think they were really like arcane, but you know, if they did, I think they was like weak arcanum. Anyways, she sacrificed all the kiddos so she could keep Vertin in the palm of her hand, and everyone else got reversed by the storm. She made sure that they would try to escape on the day of the storm, so all the students would die, and Vertin would be the only one left. And you expect me to like her? And they just keep showing her up like, ooh, here she goes, Constantine, hooray. Like, no. She can walk out into the storm for all I care. Like, ugh. Right, nuke her. She need to go. Enigma waves the question way impatiently.
Get to the point.
I like Enigma. See, this is why I want to summon him, but I have no summons.
I had planned on some small talk, but I'll get right to it if you wish.
Like, ew. She leans back in her chair.
If you assume the position of Laplace's next director, I can promise that the Foundation will not significantly interfere with the LSCC's regular operations.
Yeah. It's like, why would you just sacrifice all those children? Why couldn't you just tell them, hey, kiddos, the storm is a real place that if you walk out into it, you'll end up becoming remnants of just dust and no longer will exist in this world. Like, it's not that hard. You're a teacher after all. You're the main Hanjo, whatever you want to call her. It's not that hard. But she want to do all this just to seem like she's some great savior. Like, ugh. Be gone.
On
Holy
the condition
water.
I obey your every word.
Quite the opposite. Everything will be in your hands to do with as you see fit.
Then I would choose to keep things the way they are. And there are plenty of more outstanding, more rational members who could take on the responsibility. Take Ulrich, the leader of the Storm Research Group, for example.
Oh?
Or Pointer. She did remarkable work on developing the teleport disc, among any number of others.
I did not expect him to actually mention Ulrich for how many times they bunk heads.
Mr. Adler, I'm afraid you've missed a crucial point. Although committee member Irenai is the one pushing for the Storm personnel reform, appointing you as the director of Laplace is not his intention.
To life in prison? I feel like she would manage to do something random just so that she could be just living as comfortable as possible. I don't know, that's just the type of person she strikes me as.
Madam Constantine.
You see, a keen mind is a key prerequisite to becoming director. The core of the issue isn't how the Foundation presents its final decision to the outside world, but who we present. And what we need is a human.
A human.
A stable, persuasive, uncontroversial human.
Ooh, a human.
When all is said and done, the Foundation's objective remains the same. We only wish to do all we can to brave the storm. In this regard, you are the best choice, Mr. Adler.
I would be honored, I guess.
Your best choice was forced to retire in the Timekeeper's suitcase.
You may have to do that. I don't think even those who are living in the Timekeeper suitcase will want to have her. Like, they could barely stand her, and she's not in the suitcase. They would have hell if happenstance they would have to live side by side, shoulder to shoulder with her.
Yes. Madame Lucy has certainly been enjoying a comfortable vacation.
I bet. Maintaining her smile, Constantine steers the conversation in another direction, because of course she is.
But let's not dwell on that. There's something else I wanted to tell you. Something interesting. To be kept to yourself for the time being, of course.
Not for the snitch.
It's a research topic we haven't yet revealed to Laplace.
Oh, it's the breath.
As you're well aware,
for
many years we've been searching for a method to bring back those reversed in the storm. Well,
the Amber Room?
Foundation has discovered a feasible theory. If we can inject a person's past memories into a suitable body, then we can restore those who were lost.
That is a terrible idea.
All those years ago, a special candidate helped us in the first stages of this experiment.
Igor?
And now, we're finally starting to see results.
Or Doctor.
To this end, we hope to acquire help from Laplace.
This sounds dangerous. The skull is so dangerous, the skull is a girl, yeah. I'm gonna get sleepy. Sleep too. Okay, if you decide to go ahead and sleep well, a great one. Thank you for joining and rest well. With you. And I love you as well, platonically. Indeed, indubitably. Nighty-night. Oh, okay.
Go on, spit it out! Or have all those long-winded administrative tasks totally destroyed your ability to get to the point?
Madison Pocket is just so brutally honest.
You know something, don't you, Adler?
No, we don't know nothing. Everyone waits for Enigma to speak, but all they get is a room full of puzzled looks. No matter how much he despises Constantine's implications and methods, he knows that this is neither the time nor the place for sharing what he's learned. The words he cannot speak harden into a stone at the back of his throat. Were he to let it fall, the ripples it would send through Laplace would be impossible to calm.
I'm simply learning to consider the consequences before I act. Some of the Foundation's committee members have gotten swept up in the prospect of an impending arcane war. If this goes on, Laplace mustn't become a pawn in their war games, or a bargaining chip for their faction disputes.
A finger.
In short, we need to submit our pre-storm protocol as soon as possible, which means we need to figure out what the core of the toy box really is. No, whatever it is, we need to crack it open as soon as possible. All right?
He's so eager, he's just putting everyone on edge.
If we hurry, we still have a chance to convince the talking heads at the Foundation to leave us be.
Each researcher wears a different expression.
Huh. Enigma, are you actually begging right now?
Ooh.
Quick, has the storm stopped? Has hell frozen over?
Maybe.
Whatever. Just give me an answer.
Yeah, hey, at least he's not on his hands and knees, booty tooted up over here like, hey, I beggeth thee. I am over here ready to root and toot for you. He's just asking a little urgently, okay? Okay. The ferro fluid swirls violently in the tank, then slowly it settles.
All right.
Ooh.
It seems there'll be no solving our differences in the short term. So, I have a proposal. We submit 2 reports, and let the reviewers decide.
Okay. I mean, that could work. That could, in fact, work. We came to a conclusive idea. Why is everything glitching? In the toy box, once again, Enigma's exploration has taken him to the beach. Let's go to the beach. Let's go get away. They say what they gotta say. What are they gonna say? Waves roll in, foaming at the shore. He looks down at the swirling water. Why is everything just glitching and melting away?
From a visual estimate, the perfect language covers everything in a 5-kilometer radius, with the tower as its center. On the beach outside this 5-kilometer area, the environment continues to exhibit signs of language disorder, a new type of storm syndrome. It deconstructs words into phonemes, the building blocks of sound, and uses them as the building blocks of matter. A handful of seawater contains 1, 2, 3, 4, roughly 20 phonemes. Though clearly the phonemes themselves don't carry any meaning, they do leave room to construct one.
I don't know, he's speaking Spanish right now, and I am not understanding one thing he's saying. Waves whirl, causing phonemes to clash and ring against one another.
The waves create a chiming sound. Like bells, this seawater holds enough phonemes such that they may organize into morphemes, the smallest units of meaning.
I feel like he's just throwing anything that rhymes together. I mean, sure, I guess.
Monkeys may have an easier time putting Shakespeare together here than writing it on typewriters.
Where the monkeys coming at? A jelly thick sea breeze brushes against Enigma's cheek and carries his wry muttering to the wave's crest. Then the waves break against the shore again, and the wind shifts.
It seems the wind strips even the quietest utterances into the smallest units of sound.
He casts his hearing like a net, carefully shifting out bare phonemes and weaving them back into meaning.
Perhaps these symptoms can be understood as a language microscope.
Phoneme.
Or maybe a scalpel. The environment dissolves and dissects every spoken word, leaving only its phonetic fragments behind. To use language is to quickly combine these pieces into specific sequences to create a meaningful utterance. Thus, one could view this entire environment as a simulation of language use. Bilabial plosive. Diphthong. Mid-central vowel. Nasal. The phonemes of poem. I see. It's encryption and decryption. Hardly foreign territory for me.
He really is just throwing random words there. Enigma crouches down, pulls a small glass vial from his pocket and fills it up. Fills it to the 2/3 mark with seawater. He seals the vial and shakes it. The liquid inside is crystal clear.
It still appears like normal seawater in this container.
Boil it.
Let's see if X has any suitable equipment to analyze its composition when I get back. I wonder, if I bring this vial of seawater to the tower, will its composition change?
Who's running? The net catches a few strange symbols. Not far off, several toy box locals rush from the reef in a panic. Look at them. They're little guys. Let's go save them. Hello. Little Enigma watches as they come running straight toward him, crying. Oh, it's a critter. As they draw closer, the phonemes resemble into words.
This language deconstruction phenomenon seems to have a limited range. Just now, the limit was around 2 meters.
They're asking for your help. They're like, help, the place is on fire. And you're just like, You see, if I were to happen to get a bucket of water, that bucket of water could only hit about 1/10 of the building. Yeah. And that means if I were to have the ocean would have to stay here about 17 kilometers far away from me. Yeah. Like, why don't you just go? This is the more important stance at hand, maybe? He quickly jots the new findings on the back of his hand, but the local shouting robs him of any chance to ponder it further. Please. Okay. He's just chilling. He's just cruising. The clambering callers surrounded him. No matter which way he steps, they swarm back in an instant. He tries to convince himself they're nothing but cold data. Not real people. Not worth his time.
Better attacks are common in the toy box. Go find the fellow with the glass tank for a head. I need to get to that tower.
Oh, yeah, help him. The pieces refuses to take no for an answer. Their reality has made the choice for them. Keep pushing. Enigma glances down at his timer. 10 hours in the toy box already.
If I waste time on things like this, I won't make any progress on the tower's function before the simulated storm hits. I need to finish the pre-storm protocol before Ulrich does. All the damn pleading. What is this, a time loop?
Maybe. When needs collide, the result is either a standoff or a concession. And lately, Enigma has been favoring the latter. I'm not gonna lie, like, it would have been faster if he just did it. I don't know, that's just me. There's not a trace of simulation in the panic on the In the panic on their faces, not even Laplace's most advanced equipment could reproduce terror so faithfully.
Leads the way.
They cheer and quickly clear a path toward the reef. On the other side, the emergency comes into view, a pack of critters closing in. She's just waddling like la 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 la, la 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 la. This is a nice piece of land.
There is time still to avoid this fate.
They're on cars. That's who can tell good from evil. This beach, ours. It's our territory. You dare mess with us? Then face our might.
Let's get this over with quickly.
Okay. Yoink. 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 Yoink.
For the right moment.
Oh,
Hi.
Show mercy. Non voltarti indietro.
Easy.
This is not bad for a stretch.
Oh, just you wait. It doesn't take much before the critters flee shrieking. Even without understanding their language, and with parts of it reduced to incomprehensible noise, their movements convey their fury just fine. Oh my gosh, well hello there. Dracula?
Thank you for lending us a hand.
Oh! He just gonna fall on his knees like, ah! Thank you for bringing the trauma back.
You again.
It is I. As he approaches the trapped survivor, Enigma's eyes fall on a figure before him. Oh. A simulation of someone he knew better than anyone, built from Greta Hoffman's memory data.
I should have known. This is the only way to the tower.
He mutters under his breath and takes a step forward. It's a waste of time. None of this is real. It's an absurd coincidence generated by the toy box's logic.
I saw you on my previous expeditions.
Oh, you're from the outside. This world is constantly resetting, so I'm afraid I cannot recall our previous encounters.
But
the last time I saw you, you were also on your way to explore the depths of the toy box. Is that the case this time as well? I built a tower there, in the depths. But nothing has changed. I'm no closer to finding out how to stop the storm in here. Listen to me. This is all a simulation, designed to help us find a solution to the storm. No matter what you do, everything will eventually reset to its original state. Nothing will change.
it was goofy for a second and now it's just depressing. They got the guitar up in here and everything.
You don't have to waste your time like this. You've already made this journey before. And it is difficult and meaningless.
Hoffman studies Enigma calmly. He's standing right in front of her, blocking the road
I
ahead.
appreciate your concern. It appears this isn't the first time you've observed our actions, and I'm glad I was able to help you come to your conclusions. However, everything you've said pertains to your business as an outsider. From your point of view, perhaps your claims are correct, but I'll only know if your advice is meaningful to me once I get there myself. When I see that tower with my own eyes. In any case, I won't be the last to visit it. Perhaps whatever I leave behind will help those who come after, like I've helped you.
No.
Besides, if you've already concluded that this is meaningless, why did you return?
I feel like he's about to spiral. Leaving the question to hang in the air, Hoffman brushes past Enigma and follows the road behind him. Enigma doesn't move. The timer ticks on, converting precious time into numbers. A moment later, he sets off down the same road. Solid, solid, solid. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can do a few pulls. Let's see here. What other things do we have? Oh, this is other events. Okay. Other events that I do not feel like doing at the moment. We got a few summons, which isn't too bad. Maybe we'll get lucky
There are
and
those
get him
that claim to
early.
seek peace and order in this world.
Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Ooh, 29, okay. Slay.
There are those that claim to seek peace and
Let's see if
order
I
in this
can-
world, whose true design.
Anything. There's a free one here. Don't mind if I do. I thought I seen something free in here. It's not. Hold on. Here. Marsha. Marsha looks so cool. Okay. Don't mind if I do. I'll take a little free thingy. I don't know what I'm supposed to even do with these old tickets. Are they? Oh, okay. I can use them to buy stuff. What is this? Aw. I don't know who you belong to, but that's adorable. Okay, and then... anything useful? And immaterial battery. Immaterial battery used to open any immaterial photoscope. Consume 3 immaterial batteries to in an immaterial photoscope and receive 100 device and an owned 6-star character from it. Oh, this is actually very valuable.
There are those that claim to seek peace and order in this world.
To be honest, we might do actually one more after this. One more. Ah, that doesn't look good. Oh, it looks like it's something we already got. Yep, I figured. Nothing good.
Hi there. I am hungry.
Nothing good.
Greetings, madam.
I honestly love Apple. Nothing good.
Hello.
Can I get one more? Okay. I reckon that's my last one.
Good day.
Oh, it's not. That wasn't even. So we'll go back here and see if we can... I'm right here. 3. Okay. But that's 3-star.
Don't panic, my lord.
Don't panic, my lord. Ooh. That looks okay, actually. No. Oh, that's a disappointment. 5-star.
There's also a room for me?
It was a bright light, so it was like, oh snap. That might be what we need. Aloha! Aloha! Don't show regular battle. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's do one more. Let's do one more before we close out for the night. We tried to get Enigma. We didn't get him. So we'll do one more and then we'll call it quits for the night. Ah, yes, trauma.
I'm heading out. You can heat up the leftovers in the fridge for lunch. Did you hear that, Adler?
What's the appeal of the mountaineering club anyway? At this point, even the neighbors are saying, looking for Greta? She's probably gone mountain climbing.
Or rowing.
Or rowing. The young woman at the door has already laced up her shoes. She stamps her feet on the mat. She shoulders her hiking pack and glances back at the bother as she rises.
Would you like to come?
Say yes. Why not?
Last time you joined me on the Covendo climb, before we'd even made it back, you said you'd never participate in any weekend sports events ever again. Chess, swimming, or doing those math problems you love? They're all worthy pastimes. There's no need to follow me.
I only came here to get a glass of water.
Sure. By the way, I need your help for something.
We do get to see baby Adler. It looks so comfy. I want his jacket. That looks comfy. Greta tosses him a set of keys. He catches them, his eyes never leaving the crossword in his newspaper. Yes, when newspapers used to... When we used to have newspapers, I was about to say when newspapers used to have crosswords and little comic books, but we don't even have newspapers anymore. Like, they used to charge them for a few quarters or what so have you. Or I think it was $1.50, I forgot. But then they made them free. I feel like, okay, hear me out. This is where I always found any of my spare change. Like, I always would look either under the train benches or in the newspaper stands, because there was always like $1 or $2, or like, I think I once found $20 underneath the train benches. I was so happy. I was like 10 years old back then.
What are you poring over now? Planning to lock up Papa's cigarette cabinet behind a code again?
That was just a visionaire cipher. A beginner's puzzle.
Anyway, if you have the time, could you mow the lawn in the back garden? It would make Mama and Papa happy. And you know, I've never asked, what's got you so dead set on Laplace? There are plenty of outstanding research facilities to choose from. Why them?
Because I believe we share the same ideals.
The seriousness in his tone makes her pause. Her hand lingers over the doorknob.
There must be a series that unifies everything in the universe.
Might be onto something.
Because every puzzle has a solution. The world is like a crossword. If you follow the clues, you'll arrive at an answer. The only answer. An established theory. It's simple, clear, rational. Codes simply rearrange symbols according to a set of rules. Identify these rules, and you can decipher it. If we don't have an answer, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist, but rather that we haven't discovered it yet. I've attended lectures at Laplace. Their researchers firmly believe they can discover the truth. It's utter conceit, but that's the way it should be.
Greta nods and opens the door with a smile. Yeah, sure, kiddo. Oh.
I see. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll receive an invitation from them soon enough.
I knew she was cool previously when she was much older, but like this right here, so cool. So cool.
I've asked around. They all said age is no matter, nor whether or not you are an arcanist. Laplace opens its doors to geniuses. That's the only requirement. Won't be any trouble for you, Bruderherz.
Aww. Okay. Okay, we get it. She's gone. Don't have to stick a knife in the wound. You're giving us salt on an open wound, and then said put some ice on it, and then put some hot sauce in it, then set it on fire. Like, okay, calm down. We get it. He crouches and sets the flowers down before the headstone. They join other bouquets. White chrysanthemums now spill over the edge of the stone and onto the grass. That's bouquets. Bouquets.
Many people remember you. Even Musée 3's toy box has a chunk of data. Still diligently simulating your stubbornness.
I like his outfit. He doesn't usually wear this, does he? Or is this... It's the long jacket for me.
But I'm sure you don't want to hear me prattle on about the past.
Whether to convince himself or to push something away, Enigma searches his cluttered thoughts for something else to say. Ooh.
The tower in the
rhymes.
The Tower of Babel we used to solve the language disorder. It isn't the final solution. Yes, people are able to use verbal communication to understand each other again. Unprecedented, I know. But this has come at a cost. The piece's cognitive processes have all unified under the same model. Unanimous agreement. Unanimous objection. Can this even be considered communication?
He's been staring at the engraved letters for so long that they've started to look strange. It's like this is all some sort of dream.
Ulrich and I each set off on our own expeditions. But in the end, we both decided to destroy the tower and take its core.
In the end, as we fade into the night. Ah, yes. Emo version.
So, now we have a new problem to solve. The core has a combination lock, and I can't make heads or tails of it.
The headstone offers only silence, though that doesn't stop Enigma from working out what Greta's response may have been.
I know. You wouldn't understand. This is supposed to be my specialty. Finding clues, cracking codes. All it takes for me is time, but my mind's gone rusty. Even my own thoughts have become unreliable. I haven't done any research of my own in a long time. Oh no, just pointless meetings and endless paperwork. Trivial, inconsequential matters have absorbed my every waking moment, grinding the old gears in my head to a halt. I can almost hear them creaking when I try to get them turning again. Perhaps I've lost the talent I once had.
You're distressed, my dude, I promise. You're okay. He nods with a bitter smile.
Maybe one day soon, I'll be using one of X's inventions. Even his simplest robots couldn't do any worse than me.
The white chrysanthemums whisper in the drifting wind, and as he falls silent, the world sounds close in around him.
Oh, Mr. Enigma, you're here too.
Surprise, Shirley! He turns toward the voice. Greta's Menti stands behind him, arms full of...
I have a meeting with the Foundation. This was on the way.
Documents and flowers.
You're here to see her again?
Yes, I've brought some new manuscripts for her to see.
Aww.
These manuscripts, I'm going to submit them to the Daydream Post. But I'm not sure whether I'll be rejected again. I used a different recording technique this time, based on the feedback Madame Hoffman gave me once. So, I wanted to show them to her before I got an answer from the magazine. I hope she can see that I finally figured out what to do with my limitless reading. Instead of focusing on how much I can read, I've decided to focus on the specific truths I can glean from them. To record the story of the storm.
Okay. Enigma steps aside. Marcus lays the flowers on top of the documents and sets them both before the headstone.
Without betraying my own principles or Madame Hoffman's teachings, I've managed to find a recording technique that can realize my dream. Of course, it's definitely lacking in a lot of ways.
Marcus manages to say what she means, though not without stumbling over herself. She doesn't know Enigma well. Greta was the lone thread that connected them.
Actually, Mr. Enigma, I never thought you'd come here. Oh, I don't mean that as a criticism. I only mean I understand how you were feeling. But I suppose now you're here? You found an answer to that question?
She tried. Marcus chooses her words with care.
Not yet, but staying like this isn't going to help me think either.
Well, reading takes time, and so does seeking proof.
Perhaps. You probably have a lot to say to her. I'll get out of your way.
Imagine he start cartwheeling down into the entrance. Enigma reaches into his pocket and feels the cold metal tube in his palm. He rummages in the other.
What's wrong, Mr. Enigma?
I lost my pen.
Nothing. Here.
Marcus opens her hand. Enigma drops something into them and turns to leave. Is it drugs? She looks down. She knows these candies well. Similar ones could always be found in her mentor's pocket. It's close enough. The sharp, cold scent makes her blink.
Oh, mints.
I know this is supposed to be sad, but... oh, mints. Okay. They're terrifying, y'all. They're terrifying. They scare me half to death. Their intense, fruitless meeting finally ends. Enigma stands in a busy hall adrift. Staff members rush past without noticing him, arms full of files, each load heavier than the last.
Talk about using a sledgehammer to crack a nut.
It's gone.
What a meaningless waste of resources.
Beep beep. The communicator rings just in time, cutting off his lingering contempt for the meeting he'd suffered through just half an hour ago.
Adler, if you aren't dealing with anything urgent, please return to Laplace as soon as possible.
What do you want?
What happened?
We've made some new discoveries regarding the tower's core. It changes when observed. We need to come up with a new plan.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Of course, it's gonna be to be continued. Okay. We're gonna figure out what the tower's core is up to and things. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Let's see here. Writing a book is something akin to having a conversation with yourself. After that, the storm brought the world to the 1990s. Miss Iso immediately accepted treatment. Miss Gagania has been traveling the world striving to change it. She quickly adapted to the new era and read many books. I also gave her plenty of recommendations. It's not worth noting that after the Vienna incident, Miss Semmelweis became a vampire. This came as a massive surprise to everyone, but it also fascinated me, like reaching the payoff of the story's foreshadowing. After making many sincere requests, I got permission to read the beginning of her story. It is a complex tale, one that leaves you pondering incessantly about how it ends. However, if I were to retell this whole story here, the book would end up 3 times thicker. I would like to thank my mentor, Madame Hoffman, for showing me how to keep things concise in situations like this. The world has traveled to 1920, but the war has not ended. It all feels like a continuation of that chaotic day. I heard Miss Kankaya was dejected the whole day, but she quickly returned to her mission for the Field Agent Administration. Even after crossing 2 eras, her tension spirit has not dampened at all. It seems that spirit has affected me too. I find myself constantly thinking about what I can do, thus I have decided to write this book to organize my thoughts in hopes that I will find a conclusion before the final draft. Okay, the more eccentric there are, the more guides there are. To prevent Laplace employees from falling victim to pranks from colleagues and to avoid research delays from being unable to break codes, we are distributing the Beginner's Guide to Ciphers, Vigenère Edition. The Vigenère cipher can be used as an upgrade to the Caesar cipher, turning the simple shift of a single alphabet into shifts across multiple alphabets to increase complexity. Or more on the Caesar cipher as the Caesar cipher edition. The main difference between the Vigenère and the Caesar ciphers is that the Vigenère cipher, the relationship between the ciphertext and plaintext letters isn't one-to-one, making the key harder to figure out. However, since it still follows patterns, you can still find repeating ciphertext segments. By using high-frequency words in common language, you can guess the plain text for specific segments of ciphertext, deduce the key length from the spacing between repeats, and analyze the key. However, if you don't have much text, this can be difficult in these situations. You should use other methods to guess the key. The personality, past, and writing habits of the person who made the code are important clues. Here is a list of people in the class who are very likely to play pranks with ciphers: Adler, Ulrich, X, Richard, Dawkins, and Victor. If you encounter a prank, consider these suspects first. If you can't crack the code, confront the suspect directly and ask them to stop the prank. If the suspect denies involvement, try to force them to decode it for you. It doesn't matter whether they are really the culprit or not. That's sad. They just... You know what? You are the father. Okay. Interesting. I like it. Alright. So for the most part, I think we're going to go ahead and pick up next week. We got a handful of energy that we need to use, so I'm probably gonna grind for a little bit and finish knocking out the dailies. We finished the weekly already, so that's a plus. But get the dailies, we'll have some. Let me see here. That'll be 90. That'll just be 90. I don't think it's gonna be enough to summon. Tis fine. So, yeah. We'll pick up not tomorrow, next week for some more Reverse 1999. Oh, I can't do it. Bummer. I'm quite curious of seeing how they decide to go ahead and do the little trailer thing that they did at the start for not chapter 1, for part 1. I don't know, but honestly speaking, I like it. I knew Enigma's story was gonna be really good, and it is not failing me. It is doing what I expected it to do. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up. Tomorrow is going to be Punishing Grey Ravens. We're gonna go ahead and knock that out, get a little bit more done, try to keep up and get started again with the main story. A special thanks to Jegaziki and Kaylee for the gifts. I appreciate you all the time, every time. Give gifts, it means the world to me. As always, Twitter is where you can find me for any updates or polls. I do have the poll up there for the 3 games. that will be replacing either Baldur's Gate or Dark Souls. I believe we're pretty close to ending the both of them. So it's Final Fantasy VII, Undertale, and Limbus Company, because I know y'all asked for those three. If you want to go ahead and vote, it's going to be up on Twitter, and it's also going to be in the YouTube community tab. It's going to be there for the taking if anyone wants to vote on there and you don't have Twitter. And I will keep that as an arsenal of whatever wins. Along with that, if you want to join in the live streams at 12:30 a.m. Central Timing, you can join in on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Feel free to pop in, say hi. You don't have to stick around, but if you do, we appreciate you nonetheless. Now, for on the 19th, I will be doing morning streams till about, I'd say maybe 8 o'clock, depending on how I feel. I might push it back, it might be 10 o'clock. But about 8 o'clock a.m. to about, I would say probably 10 or 11. So if you want to go ahead and pop in then, feel free. I won't be able to do nighttime or midnight streams from the 19th just because I do have to be at work overnight. So don't worry about it. The normal schedules will be normal scheduling. Assumption, maybe after the project is done. Instagram is for all art and animation related projects. If you do want to pop in and check that out, and I post once every blue moon. Really, it's not really active, but if I finish a piece and I really like it, then if I remember, I'll place it up on there. So enough of me yapping. Again, thank you all who decided to join in. Punishing Great Raid with us tomorrow if we want to go ahead, and if you enjoyed games like Reverse 1999, you probably enjoyed those as well. And I will catch you tomorrow. Okay, bye. Forget my ramblings.